Just Being Me podcast. Your girls, Margot and Mary. Hey y'all, welcome to the Just Being Me podcast with your host Miss Mary Mack and me, comedian Margot Evans. Thank you so much. Miss Mary is here. She's in the box. That's where she lives. She lives in the box. Thank you guys for tuning in this week. We weren't here last week. If you tuned in last week, I had some last minute engagement to attend, and so I had to go over there and is it pay your respects? Is it, or is that like a funeral? It wasn't a funeral. It was a birthday. So had to go celebrate. You had to celebrate, not pay my respects. It sounds like the wrong thing. Celebrate with my guy's best friend Devo and his wife. It was actually his wife's birthday, and then his birthday was on Sunday, which they celebrated on Friday at a club that I did not go to because my guy was working late, and so he just went on and swooped over there and represented for the both of us. So that was that. So our thought of the day is do what feels right. Yes. Where's my singing?
That's what I like that.
Do what feels right. Like it. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. When if it feels good, then do it. If it don't feel good, don't do it. Do not do it. All right, so let's jump in. We got 2 weekends that we can review right now. So jump into this weekend. What you do this weekend, Miss Mary?
I forgot what I did the weekend before.
Right. Me too.
But it was Mother's Day weekend.
It was, yes.
I've been dealing with my sciatic nerve.
Oh.
And my little L4 and L5 in the back.
Uh-huh.
So I had went and got some acupuncture. And I was down for the count.
Ouch.
Ibuprofen, patches, brace, all of it. So I really didn't do too much. Saturday I just tried to rest, try to get comfortable as possible. And then on Sunday, I just went over to my mom's real quick. My brother barbecued, so I went over there for a bit, got my plate, came home. Listen, I didn't even eat that plate until Monday at lunchtime.
Oh, wow. You was out for the count. You was done.
I was just hurting. I was just like, I was like sleepy. I was just like, and it was so hard because it's hard to get comfortable, move around like you want to. And so I was good. I was just, I didn't do much of anything. It really didn't want to. So that was pretty much my weekend. I'm feeling so much better though. Now because the swelling has went down, and that means that the muscle's not tapping on the nerve.
Oh, good. Right, right.
So I'm doing so much better.
That's good.
What about you? What'd you do?
Like you, I can't remember what I did the weekend before that. My brain can only go so far away. But this was Mother's Day weekend. I spent it with my mother and my sister. We cooked at my mom and dad's house. My sister made oxtails, cornbread, fried cabbage, and I made mac and cheese, and I brought chicken. I brought chicken from Albertsons.
Ooh, I love Albertsons chicken. Wings in there too.
I had the wings and everything. I'm so okay. So I'm in Carson, so they have Albertsons right down the street from my house, and went in there Because I'm thinking, okay, I'm right down the street from Albertsons. That's like my new spot. Like, I shop in that store. I love it. You know how when you move somewhere and then you like have to figure out the layout of the store. And now I don't want to go to no other store because I know that layout. It's a Rouse down the street, but I'm like, if I have to go there, like I don't know their layout. I just go in there if I can't find it at Albertsons. I'm like, I'll just run in and run out. Right. So I go in there this weekend thinking I'm about to get some stuff, and I noticed the shelves are bare.
What do you mean they're bare?
I'm like, what's happening? I haven't been watching the news. Are we in some kind of pandemic again? Like, what's going on?
No.
What is happening?
Girl, what's going on?
They're closing that Albertsons. I was like, what? Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm such a creature of habit. Like, if I find something and I get it, that's what I want. That's all I want to do is go to that store. I don't want to go nowhere else. So I'm like, what? So I after it was all about me, I thought about the employees that's there. I'm like, where are you guys going? Are you guys going to another Albertsons? Where's the next nearest Albertsons? Down the street on Sepulveda. I was like, okay, on Main and Sepulveda. I said, it's not too far away.
Main and Sepulveda. Okay.
But still. So I ended up going to the one on Sepulveda the next day to go get my chicken. And I fell in love with that store. It's a bigger Albertsons. Oh, I walked in, I was like, wow. Look at all the stuff. Look at all the rows. Look at all the stuff in here. This is a bigger Albertsons. So
they're probably not stealing from that one.
Right. I'm like, oh my God. But I felt bad because there was this lady. She was in one of those, little carts or whatever. And she was in there with her daughter. And so she was asking, like, the butcher guy, like, what's going on? I came in and there's nothing on the shelves or whatever. So he told her that, they were closing or whatever. And she was like, oh my gosh. So, she's in shock and she's talking to her daughter, but I'm standing right there and she's like, I just can't believe this. And so I turned around and was like, I know, I just got familiar with this store and I, really like this store, whatever. And she's like, why do they always have to take the stores away from the black neighborhoods? And I'm like, all the time, which is true. So over there on Sepulveda, it's a mixed neighborhood. But what they're doing is they are building an Aldi, at the Carson Mall.
A lot of people talk about that, but I've never been to an Aldi before.
No, I've never been in there.
Yeah, everybody talks about those places. I haven't been.
I just started seeing the commercials for it, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I'll check out the Aldi, because then that'll actually be even closer. But, I'm just, like I said, creature of habit. I know Albertsons. I know Rouse. I know Vaughn's. I know Superior. I don't know what Aldi. Who is he?
Now, this is what I know about Aldi. I don't think it's owned by a big corporation. Mm-hmm. From what I understand, a lot of people invest in it.
Okay.
And somebody said like a lot of the stuff in there is kind of like no-name stuff.
See, I can't shop that way.
But it's good. They said it's good, and it's just good. Now, I'm like you in that sense. Some things I can buy no name.
Mm-hmm, right.
Some I won't skimp on.
Yeah.
And usually, what I won't skimp on is my vegetables. Mm-hmm. I need my vegetables right. Well, I don't drink a lot of anything else. A water. I don't want purified water. I want spring water. But it doesn't matter where it comes from. I want spring water. So, yeah. But like the canned vegetables and things like of that nature and the cleaning products.
I need a name brand.
I'm not skimping on.
Right. I need what I need what I know.
And look, that sweet tooth.
Oh yeah.
I ain't skimping.
You need what you know.
Look, I don't want those phony Oreos.
Right. Uh-ohs. They call uh-oh. You know what the uh-oh.
I want what I want.
Right. Yep.
I want dryers. Right. I want not only eat their ice cream, but I want the dryers sherbet.
Right. Not no name black and white brand.
Okay, I don't want that mess. I just don't want it. So I don't know if that would be a good store for me.
Yeah. I'm gonna check it out.
Nice. I hear it's a really nice store, but I don't know.
I'm gonna check it out. It's gonna be right next door to the Ross over here. So I seen they're putting the sign up now. I was wondering what they were doing. They're getting it up there, so I'll go and check it out.
Now, from what I understand, is loss prevention is a problem when stores like that close in our neighborhoods. That's what they say. I don't know how true it is.
Right.
But they close the lower producing stores, and they say that when they coming in, they feel it's going to be a big producer because of the people in the neighborhood. They need the store, but once it gets there, loss prevention becomes a big issue.
Yeah.
And they're not making what they set out to make, so they have to close that, and everybody just has to travel to that big pretty store, wherever, down the street somewhere,
Yeah, I believe it, because I've been over here for a year. Has it been a year? No, it's been like a year and a half. It's been like a year and a half. And every time I go into the store, it's not really anyone in there, and then it's not really the cashiers. It's only like 2 cashiers there, and then they have the do it yourself self checkout, and that's it. It's rarely like a full set of cashiers in there, and it'll be a line. It'll be a line in there, and I was thinking maybe because of the pandemic, but I thought back, I was like, no, even before the pandemic, it wasn't nobody there.
And you know what? Can I say this? I'm sick of self checkout. I am not self.
I'm not getting paid for this. Okay.
I'm not a cashier.
Right.
I don't mind going through that line and doing that. You know what I mean? I don't mind that. But it's just like you guys, I feel like you guys taking jobs from people or whatever, and good quality customer service.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't want to bag mine either.
Right. They don't have nobody there to bag. Seem like they have the worst people that are over there. They don't, they just standing at that little thing waiting for you to ask them a question. If they really don't want you to ask the question, they don't want you to ask for a bag. Like, they just seem like why I want to be right here. Well, then get your ass away from over here then. Because I'm self-checkout and I shouldn't be checking myself out. Y'all need to open up some more lanes, but I'm here. But then you have an attitude when I ask for a bag. Did you pay for a bag, bitch? Give me a bag. Give me a bag. Yeah, I paid for one. I wouldn't be over here asking for it if I didn't pay for it. Because I know you going to ask me if I pay for a bag.
Why I got to ask though?
Right. I'm right here. I'm going to give it to this Albertsons that I went to. The one that's a little bit further. The new one. They had this lady and she was there. She had the bags on her arm. She was helping everybody because it was Mother's Day. It was crowded in there. And, she was getting everybody through the line. Okay, come on, this right here. This one is open. All right, come on right here. Then she went down the aisle, and she was like, sweetheart, you need a bag? Do you need a bag? Ask everybody, do they need a bag? She didn't say, did you pay for a bag or nothing. She just on her arm with the bag. You need a bag? So I only have 2 things. I said, no, I'm good, thank you. She moved to the next one. You need a bag? You okay? Now, that's good customer service. I like that. So I'm like, okay.
That's good customer service.
I'm gonna have to go to that Albertsons over there.
Yeah, you have to go over there where they treat folks good.
Yeah, check them out. I went to the dentist yesterday.
Oh, how'd that go for you?
So they had to pull my tooth out. My back tooth, a main tooth that hits every time when you eat something.
Was that the one with the root canal?
Yes. So he pulled it out. He pulled it all the way out. He's gonna give me an implant. So it was bothering me.
I went through your bone and through your gums.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, don't tell me all of that. Don't tell me all of that. I don't know yet. So he's waiting for it to heal because they took it out yesterday, and he said it would either be a bridge or a implant. He didn't know which one yet. But yeah,
been an implant.
He took me. I mean, my dentist is the greatest. I I knew he was going to have to take the tooth out because it started hurting again. I've been taking penicillin to take down the swelling from before. And that, it worked all the way up until it was time for me to go to the dentist. Then, like, that 2 days before going to the dentist, it started hurting again. I was like...
Yeah, it still look it still look protruding out there.
Yeah, because he pulled it yesterday.
Yeah,
he pulled it yesterday. Yeah. And it's still swollen a little bit. So I'm like, okay. So he got me in the seat, he numbed me up and everything, and then he came over there, and he's a jokester. I was like, you need to be the comedian because you are so funny. And so he did something in my gum. He said, you feel that? I said, uh-huh. He said, okay, hold on 1 second. So he started talking to the assistant and give me this and give me that, this, that, whatever. And then he got to moving stuff around, and then I felt him kind of trying to pull it out. I was like, I'm thinking he giving me another shot because I said I feel whatever he was doing when he first got in there. But they be messing with your mouth and doing all this stuff. He said, okay, what do you want, a boy or a girl? And I'm like, huh? My mouth is wide open, huh? He said, you want a boy or a girl? So I started laughing and kind of choking at the same time because my mouth was dry because they was blowing stuff. I'm like, he said, oh, you want a gay one? As in, because I was laughing. He said, because you laughing. I'm like, whoo. I'm like, yeah. I said, I'll take the gay one. I like happy babies. And he did. As soon as he said that, he pulled the tooth out. I did not know he pulled the tooth out. He was like, all right, we're done. Give me some. I was like, wait, you pulled the tooth out already? He was like, yep, I just pulled it. You didn't feel it? I said, I didn't feel nothing. I didn't feel nothing. Wow. Out over there. I took a picture of it. It was rotten on the bottom. Like it was.
You took a picture of your tooth?
Yeah. I wanted to see it.
Margot, if I would looked at it, I would have been throwing up.
You would.
What kind of stomach I got?
Yeah.
Mine real weak.
You would have, because it looked gross. I was like, okay, bye tooth. That was, so we'll see what happens with that. I went and got my nails done. Not last week, yeah. On my lunch break, I went to our girls over there. And my girl that does my nails wasn't there, but the lady that actually did my nails, and I don't know her name, and I kind of feel bad because she put a gel. No, she dipped it clear first, and then she polished it and did the gel on top of that. And my nails have not, because my nails were chipping. I was going to go get a set of nails.
Mine are chipping.
See?
My appointment's on Saturday. Mine are chipping.
Tell them to put the gel, dip it, powder, and then do the gel. My nails is not chipping. This is going on the second week right now. And I have no chips. So, my regular lady, I'm going to tell her, you're going to have to do them like this. Or if not, that lady.
Your regular lady, Tracy.
I don't know my lady name.
The skinny girl with the grayish stuff in her hair?
Yeah.
That's Tracy.
Is it long, is it short or long?
Yeah, it's like her. She didn't want to do the fancy stuff with the nails.
Yes, that's her.
Okay, that's Tracy. Tracy do my nails too.
Okay.
And then I got Rose on my feet.
I got Tina on my feet, but I never asked. When I say Tina, then she know to get the other lady to do my nails. And I don't be knowing her name, and I be like, I don't remember her name. So yeah, she wasn't there. She wasn't there when I went and got my nails done during the week. So the other lady came in, and they got me in, and they got me out. She said, because usually we go on the weekend, so I have no makeup on or nothing. So I'm walking up in there full face of makeup and everything. She said, where you going? I said, well, I'm at work today. And she was like, oh, she said, how long you have? I said, if you can get me out of here at 1:30, that'd be great. So she was like, I got you. So she got me in, out. I got back to the job. They was like, you ain't got your nails done. That was quick. I said, oh yeah, she got me in and out. She got me in and out. So I was like, okay, maybe I have to go when the other lady ain't there. So
yeah, I gotta get mine done this weekend.
I'm gonna see.
I'm so sick of this chipping shit.
Yeah, I'm like, what is it? But nope, knock on wood. It's whatever she did, it's holding up. And then my last thing is I have been really setting my mind and getting my mind and my mojo and everything else right to go back into comedy. I'm about to start doing my comedy again. Yep. I have to. I'm ready. You know, I'm ready. What was holding me back is the pandemic and COVID.
Right.
People spitting on mics, and you know, when you talk, it's just not a natural thing. We spit when we talk, but we don't have. You know, I'm talking right now, but I'm not be like, here, Mary, here's my microphone right after.
Exactly.
So I just have to get over that fear, and so I have been writing and stuff. So I'm just gonna jump back in it. Might be going to Atlanta to the Comics Rock Convention at the end of August. It's the last week of August. It's in Atlanta.
That's funny because I was going to Atlanta in August.
So
my grandson's birthday on the
20th. That's right. When is his birthday?
His birthday is August 24th. He turned 4. He turned 4.
I'll be down there that following week. The following week, I'll be down there. So we'll see.
So we were talking about it because my cousin out of South Carolina, she turned 60. So we're going to just kind of like, do it that weekend.
Right.
But I don't know because now my daughter's talking about taking him to the Delta Airline Museum.
Oh.
Because he's crazy about baggage.
Baggage?
And luggage. And he's crazy about that stuff. He got an obsession with it.
Oh, wow.
Don't come here with your suitcase.
Let me see here.
It's the whole mess. But
anyway, wow.
So I'm going to do that with him, but so I don't know if I will be going down there because actually she's coming here in July.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go back for Christmas. So I got to see what they're into. What is she going to do, and if she needs me to be there or whatever.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll let you know.
So let me know and
do it.
Maybe come out and see you.
Yes, that would be fun.
Come out and visit. Yeah.
You
can come over and
see the new place.
Deal with us and see the grandkids and stuff.
Yeah, that'll be fun. All right, so let's jump into our good Lord. Let's talk about it. Hold on. Okay. See, I'm all off today. Plus, I've been taking my medication, so I took a Norco and what is that thing called? What's the other pill? Ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen,
yeah. That put me to sleep so good last night.
I'm gonna tell you something, girl. When you go to the dentist and that shit wear off.
Yes.
You want to stay in front of that.
Yes. Yes. My dad had some Norcos. When as soon as I came from the dentist, I stopped by my parents' house, and he was like, "Let me give you an ibuprofen and a Norco." And I said, "Together? I take it together?" I said, "I still got to drive home." He said, "You'll be fine, but when you get home, you're gonna want to be ready to go and relax." So I was like, "Okay, that's fine." So I did that.
I gave you a couple of them so you can take them a couple of nights.
I got some.
Okay,
I'm going to eat after this. I'm going to take another one. I should be all right.
Yeah, and make sure that you be eating when you're taking that stuff.
Yes, I cannot. Even if it say don't take it on the empty stomach, I always have to eat something.
That ibuprofen, you have to.
Yeah.
And drink lots of water, lots of fluid.
That's why I was so thirsty. I've been drinking a lot of water today. So I'm like, okay, that's great. Good. All right, y'all. So let's talk about it. So from last week, I had this topic on here, and it was about the mayoral candidate Rick Caruso for California. And I was like, I didn't understand because, okay, I already know that Rick Caruso is like a millionaire, and which is why all of the ads right now are all Rick Caruso. I didn't even know who else was running. I knew Karen Bass is running because she's a black lady. That's the only reason why I knew. But I hadn't seen any other ads from any of the other mayoral candidates. And I'm like, come on, people. I mean, you guys need to campaign or something. Get something out here so that we know who you are, what you stand for, what you're doing, and everything. Because, I mean, the way that these commercials is running for Rick Caruso, that I know he didn't pay these black people to be actors in. Sounding real good. They sounded real good. Like, so, you know, I know you was explaining to me a little bit about Karen Bass. That's your candidate. That's what you going. That's who you gonna choose. Yeah, I'm going with Miss Karen. Yeah, Karen Bass. Yeah, I haven't watched I have. Well, right before I had wrote this, right after I wrote to talk up the topic of Caruso, they had a debate, and I missed it. I didn't get a chance to see it, but I need to hear. You know, actually, I want to hear more than, because that's always their stance is homelessness. That's what they all talking about. Homelessness and the police and whatever. It's something else that they talk about. I need more. How do I classify myself? I want you to help the homeless. I do. I want you guys to reform the police, however you're going to do that. I want you to help the poor. I want you to help the middle. I want you to help everybody. We kind of fall in the category of like not poor, not rich, but we in this little middle category, so you don't qualify for shit. Like
don't even look like you won't.
Okay. Be like, you make too much for this, but you make too less for this. Like you in this little bubble. I need somebody to be for these people. For us people that's in the little bubble where you're not poor and you're not rich. You're right here in this bubble, and that's just like the midpoint of if you make from this to this, you can get this. And then it's us. And then if you make from this to this, you can get this. I need to hear from these candidates. Cause I got my what is this thing called? My ballot. Okay. In the mail. And yeah, if y'all want me to write your name on this ballot, you better tell me something. And not let it be Rick Caruso. Because that's all I hear is Rick Caruso.
And the only reason you hear it because he got money and he's able to do that. He's able to put those little sound bites there.
Yeah. And that's
So that's what he's able to do. I got the one for Long Beach.
Yeah.
I'm just like, whatever.
That's what he gonna do. Cause he got the dollars. He got the dollars and he's
the dollars. He got the dollars. Now, I'm not necessarily convinced that he got his hands on the pulse of what needs to happen. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he. Sometimes you got to be in the trenches to know.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you got to be aware, or you got to know people, or that's been there and stuff like that. When you got everybody got $1 million, can't nobody tell you nothing. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't understand
the struggle.
You don't get it.
People.
You don't get it.
And that's why I want to hear from Miss Karen Bass. I want to hear more about. I mean, I know she's from here and all that, but I just want to hear more. I want to hear more so that I could feel like. I don't want to vote for you because you are a black woman. I mean, I want to vote for you because you're a black woman, but I'm not going to vote only because you are a black woman. Right. Same thing with Obama. They're like, oh, well, the only reason why y'all voted for him is because he was black. Hell to the nah. Because Jesse Jackson ran for president and he was black. And we was like, hell to the nah.
Really? I think that,
we was like, nah, bruh. Nah.
Jesse, you're not ready.
You're not ready. Sorry. We can't have your back on that one.
No, Jesse. Right now, boo.
Right. Go do something else. Go preach.
Please.
Because that's not it. So, I want to hear more about Miss Karen Bass, and maybe I need to do my due diligence and look up some stuff on her to find out who she is.
That would work too.
Coming to
but
me.
The thing is too is that what you have to keep in mind too is that I don't know how many campaign dollars she has. I know she was just a little over $1 million. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how much or what's the percentage that she's putting on, advertisement and things like that, or where that money's going or what she's doing with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but nobody has Caruso money.
No, he's a millionaire.
Candidates, some of the other candidates, I haven't heard from at all. You know, I watched the debates. I watched them. Mm-hmm. But I haven't heard from a lot of them. Now I heard from that little sheriff.
Oh gosh, I'm tired of him. I'm so tired of him.
Well, he has them in English and in Spanish.
Okay, he.
And I'm like looking at his commercials, and I'm like, like who worked on this? I don't like his commercials.
He could keep that. He can. Yeah. It's time for him to go. He's very arrogant.
How can he afford those commercials? And I'm just thinking he must got some people with some money backing him and giving him money for that campaign, or whatever. But I don't know. I'm just like, it's probably all that dirty money,
Right. Yep. That's for sure. So I'm like, okay, well.
What about the mayor that's coming out?
Who's our mayor? Garcia.
What is his name?
Garcetti.
Garcetti. Who's Villagrosa? Who was that?
Villagrosa was the other mayor before him.
Okay. I liked him.
I liked the Villagrosa.
I did too. I liked him. But now this one right here, he thought he was getting a new position.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be ambassador or something. He's going to be something.
Oh, yeah, with Biden. Something. Huh?
Girl, they like, not so fast.
Slow it down. Just
slow it down.
Wait a minute.
Something about some sexual harassment behavior that you said you didn't know about, and they got receipts. You knew about it, and you did nothing about it. So now it's like, I don't think it's going to happen for him.
That stuff comes back to haunt you.
Ooh, honey.
It comes back to haunt you. It goes around, comes right back around.
Ooh, and it will you can't do it.
Yep, you got the receipts? Okay, well.
They got the receipts.
Okay, so we'll see. I haven't ruled anybody out yet. I will look up Miss Karen Bass. All the other ones I don't really, I've seen them before, but I'm like, okay. Yeah. Only got time to look up one. So Mr. Dave Chappelle, so we didn't get a chance to talk about Dave Chappelle's, the guy, whoever he is, who ran up on stage at the Hollywood Bowl on Dave Chappelle right as he was finishing his set at the Netflix is a Joke concert. What you think about that?
I just want to know how he was able to get through there, Margot.
Yeah.
To run up on stage like that, Margot.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Who was in charge of security and all that kind of stuff there?
That's crazy.
That was so unsafe.
Yeah. How did he get the little knife gun replica in there?
A little replica of a gun that had like a little lever that you pull and it comes out like a switchblade. It was really weird looking, but I was like, that's kind of clever. But I wouldn't have had it make him look like a gun.
Right. Get shot up. Yeah.
How was he able to get that close, then jump on stage?
Yeah.
And
that's
just
scary.
Run and just put his head there and just, kind of like tackle the guy. That's somebody was sleeping.
Somebody was really sleeping. And now they, I don't know. I know that at the, was it the Orpheum? I think it was the Orpheum. It was a part of the Netflix is a Joke, like, whole little week they was having. So after that happened, they ended up moving the audience back like 40 feet. That's a far way. That's too far. Like, I understand. Like, I totally understand. But as a comedian, being able to look at the eyes, and when you 40 feet, after that is the lights. So you really can't see. You're looking for those people that's right here to connect with. Because that's as far as you can see anyway. Now you're moving them beyond.
And that's for you too, to read the crowd too.
Yeah. Yeah. So now I'm like, now you're going to be like this. Look at me in the light. Trying to see people. You can't even see them. So, that just sucks. It really, really sucks. And, I I was listening to a podcast. It's comedy. It's called Comedy Hype, and I'm sorry, I don't know the names of the host or whatever. I know Pierre, who was also a comedian that was on Baps, the light skinned dude on Baps. He's a part of it. And then they had this other lady on there. I don't really know if she's a comedian or not, but they were asking them about it, and so of course Pierre was like, "Yeah, I think that he did what he's a comedian," because the black lady was saying, "Well, I don't like the way that he said, oh, I went and got my licks in and this and that, and he was a trans man and all this other stuff." I said, first of all, Dave Chappelle came back on stage joking. He's like, and it was a trans man. This man is in shock, first of all. Second of all, he's a comedian. He's trying to make light of what just happened to him. So a lot of stuff is going to fly. Like, he was like, oh, I went and got my licks in. He went and kicked them. And then he said that his hair was spongy. She was like, and the guy was mentally ill.
And he had leaves and stuff in his hair too.
How is Dave Chappelle supposed to? Yeah. How is Dave Chappelle supposed to know that the man is mentally ill? So is he supposed to wait and be like, before I attack you back, are you mentally ill? Like, how would?
But see, that's another thing that's happening in these streets. These excuse me, these homeless people. I'm assuming the ones that are mentally ill, they are attacking people.
Oh yeah, there's been a lot of attacks out here.
I just saw not too long ago where this man tried to rape this woman in broad daylight over here on Chair.
Oh wow!
and then people was jumping out their cars and coming out them stores, and they was beating that man. That man was stark naked.
Oh wow!
That girl was on the ground. She was trying to fight him. Girl, he was coming on top of her. She was trying to fight him. Everything. Can you imagine?
Ugh. No.
How fearful that woman was.
Yes.
and what she's going to be dealing with for the rest of her life, she's traumatized.
Yeah.
And this was a transit man. We need to do something about these people because they are out there hurting innocent people just going about their life.
Right.
This girl looked like she was walking into the store. He was coming around the corner, and he had her on the ground. Oh, Margot.
That is just traumatizing. I can't even imagine.
and then the people start jumping him and coming out their cars and everything, and they was screaming at him and stuff, and he was trying to block, so they want her to naked.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
She was just trying to scoot away, and she was getting up. She was just like, she was screaming. You could just hear it.
Oh my God.
And I witnessed something like that. I'm in the car. I'm coming down 6. And all of a sudden I see a Hispanic young girl and a white lady. They were sitting on the bus stop. And then I see, because I'm at the light, I'm seeing what's going on. This man, he walks like he's getting off the train down there. Train thing or whatever. Oh, over there, where it is. And so he walks across, and he's walking and he's walking and he's walking. And then when he comes to that bus stop where those 2 ladies are, he picks up his leg and he drop kicks the back of the young Hispanic girl. She didn't know it was coming.
Oh, wow.
And she flew out with her hands up like this into the street on the curb. What? He kicked her that hard. Everybody car stopped like that. They was calling the police and everything. That man looked at her and kept on walking down that street.
Oh!
He didn't run. He wasn't scared. He just walked.
He just said, okay, I did what I came to do.
She was just like, what just happened?
Oh, wow.
Look at her. She looked like a teenager. She just had her phone in her hand like this, sitting on the bus stop. Wow. He drop kicked her in the back.
Wow.
And I'm just like, these people are crazy. They need some help. They need some help. And they're hurting people.
Yeah, they really are.
People. We really need to do something about these people and get them the help that they need and get them the medication that they need and take care of these people. And now you say, a lot of people say, well, we're going to provide housing. No, you need to provide them a place services. Until they get stable.
Yeah, they do. They need the services.
Until they get on their meds and it's in their body, and their body is taking a hold of the medication, and they get therapy, and they doing this and they doing that or whatever, and then they're ready to go out there and get a place. And it's a gradual thing, but I'm just like, oh, girl, I don't know. It's hard, Margot.
Yeah, it really is.
And for that guy to get on that stage like that, he could have really hurt him.
He really... Did you see his arm? Really, you see when they broke that arm. I'm like, that guy... And so a lot of people were saying, not a lot of people, but people were saying, oh, they shouldn't have attacked them. But things like that happen. What do you want them to do? So he would have been able to pull out his replica knife gun and stab everybody, and then that would have been okay. It's not fair to say nobody should have done nothing. Dave Chappelle shouldn't have did anything. That's not fair to say that.
It's easy for you to say that on the sidelines.
Yes, because you don't know what, and that's what the question was to the lady. She was like, what would you have done if that happened? She was like, I don't know. Then shut the fuck up.
You really don't know.
You really don't know. So don't stop throwing out these things that you think that he should have done. Because you don't know what you would have did.
I mean, instinct with anybody.
Right.
You whooping their ass. You fighting. You got this person that just hit you. You jumping up. You fighting them.
Right.
And then your people coming, but you fighting that person.
Yeah. Because you don't know what's happening. That just came out the blue. This person is coming from out of the dark into the light, and you just tackle you. Like, what is happening?
Exactly.
So I'm like, okay. Of course,
this is fight.
He did what he did, and he said what he said, and it is what it is.
it is what it is.
Yeah. He was still trying to get, as homeboy's getting his ass beat back there by everybody else, he was trying to bring the show back, and he was still making comments about what just happened. It's something he's in the moment. He's supposed to talk about so he's just supposed to go back into his set and be like, all right, so where was I? No, he's not going to. He's not going to talk about what he was talking about before. He's talking about what's happening in the moment, So that's just sad. And where's Will Smith? Will Smith then ran away, and after he done slapped Chris Rock and got all these people jumping up on the stage,
Will Smith is taking him a break, girl, and getting him some rest and relaxation. And he's meditating. He's going over some shit, and he is hopefully reflecting on a lot of different stuff and find out what he wants to do and how he wants to do it.
Yeah. I guess
because he needs to pull it together. He needs to work out whatever he's battling with, and he can't do that under the limelight. He needs to go somewhere and just hibernate for a minute and then come back and do him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. He's silent.
People need to step away from Hollywood sometime.
Yeah, he gone.
You need to step away because we're not there. We don't know, but it's a lot on these people.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot of these people.
They break. I mean, they human. People are human.
They are human.
They have a breaking point. Yeah, they got a breaking point, and that was his breaking point. He snapped and did something that we would have never thought that Will Smith would have done. That's not anything that I would have thought ever hear that Will Smith gonna walk up on somebody's stage and smack somebody. That's just not
never, not even his character.
No, not at all. So okay, so
now what they're saying is everybody thought it was gonna be a felony, but it's not a felony because what they did was they found that replica of the gun / switchblade. It was in his backpack. He didn't have it in his hand. He didn't have it in his pocket. He had it in his backpack.
Right.
So they're not charging it as a felony. They charge it as a misdemeanor.
Right.
And people weren't happy about that. But the thing is, you have to understand the law.
Yeah.
Okay. And then too, it's like they went to court. I think it was yesterday or today, and they wanted the bail reduced, and the judge said no. So the gentleman is still in jail.
He's still in jail, and they were saying that Dave Chappelle had met with him. So Dave Chappelle revealed he met with his alleged attacker, asked the reason behind the attack. Let's see, because I heard it on the news. Let's see, hold on, because I just thought about this.
Did the poor guy even know he was David Chappelle?
He did, because they said that there was a song that he made. Like, so he's a rapper. The dude is a rapper.
Oh.
And I put that in quotes. He's a rapper, and the outlet has reported Chappelle stated that Lee appeared to be mentally ill to him. Chappelle recounted Lee told him that his grandmother was forced out of her neighborhood by gentrification, and the attack was to draw attention to the incident. That don't even make sense.
His grandmama what?
His grandmother was forced out of her neighborhood by gentrification, so they sold her house, grandma's house, and the attack was to draw attention to that incident. That don't have nothing to do with Dave Chappelle. He ain't the white man that moved into your grandmama's house. What are you talking about?
Or just gonna go in and refurb?
Right. Is that what you wanted? You want him to refurb your grandma's house, find her a new house? What?
Let's figure it out. Where grandmama live? Over in Inglewood?
Probably.
Where they putting up
the condos
in the stadium?
Yep. That's just crazy. And then here I am, ready to go back on stage. Do I think somebody's gonna jump out on me? I don't. It's just people are dumb anyway, and I don't think that people are just gonna be jumping up on people's stages because, yeah, I think that it makes for a great opener when I get on stage. Like, I wish I would. Okay. I'm like, where are my people at? My people. Okay, you see, all these are my people. So you try it.
I like the lighters.
Okay, you try it. Go ahead.
That's the lighters, baby.
So update on Mike Tyson. So he's not going to be charged with the altercation that he had with the airline passenger that was antagonizing him.
And he shouldn't.
He sure shouldn't. I mean, that dude was. Mike Tyson showed so much restraint when he was doing all of this. Leave people alone, white people. What is wrong with you? Like, you just trying to get a moment, trying to get a TikTok reel. You trying to get an IG reel. You trying to be somebody. Oh, I'm just gonna do this so I can get famous. But you got boop bap by Mike Tyson, and then when you did, you look dumb. Trying to look in the camera like, ooh, where did that come from? From you fucking with Mike Tyson. What the hell?
Yeah, we got that on tape too, sir.
Yes. He was not bothering you. You behind him talking and pointing and doing all this stuff. Wow. You antagonizing him. So you got your ass beat. So exactly. There it is. So I'm glad that the case is going to be closed, and I'm glad they got it all on camera, because it could have got flipped on Mike Tyson. Easy. It could have got flipped. So he's good to go. You said Chris Paul's mother and wife had got harassed at a basketball game?
Yeah, it was on Mother's Day too, matter of fact. Talking about Mother's Day here. Yes. You know what? I'm going to tell you about Chris Paul in a minute, but what's your favorite lady's name?
Monique.
Yeah. We got to talk about her too. Okay. So Chris Paul, his team, he plays for the Phoenix Suns, and they were playing Dallas Mavericks. Mm-hmm. Playoffs are on right now; they're so good. But anyway, so Mother's Day there was a game in Dallas with the Mavericks and the Suns, Phoenix Suns. Chris Paul plays for the Suns. Mom was in the audience, wife and kids. And these drunk, inebriated fans sat in back of them. His wife was pushed. His mother was being touched. And the guy kept coming in for hugs to his mother. His mother asked him to please stop. It went on to where the children felt very uncomfortable.
Oh my God.
And so they have been escorted out of the arena. And they have been banned from the arena until the new season, which is 2023, which is around the corner. So, yeah, these guys take a lot from these fans, so-called fans. And with that in mind and the sale of liquor, it just, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Right.
They need to have a certain place, and these arenas need to think about it.
Yeah.
For families.
Yeah.
For the families, they need to have certain boxes and areas to where no, you can't come and sit here.
Right. No.
You know what I mean? Have all that roped off or a certain section or whatever and stuff like that. That's for players' families.
Yes.
Period. Can't no fans come over here.
Can't come nowhere around here. We all family up in here.
Not in this section right here. You can't.
No. Yeah.
That's what you do, and they need to respect these people's families because that's not good. I mean, and these fans get crazy. They throw popcorn at them. They throw sodas at them. They throw beers at them. They taunt them. I mean, they talk, really mean stuff to these people.
Right.
It's not fair. These people out here running up and down this court. They got to be in shape to do it because them guys, they run. I mean, nonstop. Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Boom. You still got to make that shot or whatever and stuff like that. Evidently, you enjoy it because you're there.
Yeah.
But you're going to sit and taunt them and talk about them when you're sitting on the sidelines, 100 pounds soaking wet, 5'11" maybe. I mean, 4'11". Right. And you go sit up and talk about them, these big old giants and stuff. You can sit and talk about them and taunt them and think that you're going to throw their game off and stuff like that. Right. All you're going to do is lose your seat.
Right.
And you're going to be escorted out. I don't know why they get so involved in it like that and treat them so badly.
Right.
It's awful. It's awful.
Now, was these people that was antagonizing them, were they white people?
Yes, ma'am.
This is a common thread right now. What is wrong? What's wrong? Like, y'all don't have no home training. Like, your parents didn't teach y'all to leave people. I don't care what kind of person it is. It could be another white person. Just leave people alone. Why are you all up in their face and trying to hug them and kiss them? Because alcohol, of course. I'm sure.
Alcohol giving them the courage.
So roping it off is a good idea. Rope it off with the families and where all the family people are. They want to be on the floor too. They don't want to be in the skybox. Don't make them sit in the skybox way up there. They want to be right there with their folks. So since y'all want to be talking to people and trying to hug them and you so close because you like right here, they sitting there, you right behind them.
Right there.
Ugh.
Right there. And they need to give them their own section. They need to have something rope off. And these tickets are not for sale. These are for families. Mm-hmm. These tickets, all these tickets in here went to the players. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you guys can't be in here.
Nope.
Period.
Not at all.
Period. That's what the players need to come and tell these people that they want for their families.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For the safety, because these people out here are crazy now.
People are drunk.
Yeah.
Intoxicated.
Yeah. And you got the daughter. Yeah.
Love that.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. They it was a quote right here. It says, wanna find players for saying stuff to the fans, but the fans can put their hands on our families. Fuck that. That's what Paul said. Fuck that. Yeah. That's what he tweeted. No, you can't put your hands on his family. Because if you go run over there and bop one of them, now they're ready to sue him.
Ready to sue him, girl.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. They really need to think about that right there. Because
they need to protect those people's families.
Mm-hmm. Now, what was you going to say about Monique?
It looks like Monique is going to be in another show that has, what's his face? The one that did the Precious?
Oh, Lee Daniels?
Yep. Yep. Yeah. And it looks like she signed and everything, and their differences are laid to the side, and she's gonna play some part in there. Yeah. Yeah, I meant to tell you that earlier, and it's just slipped my mind.
And she's also going to be on, because I just looked it up, on BMF, the Black, what is it called? BMF. It's on Stars. Oh my God, I feel dumb now. Sorry. It's the Black Mafia family. It's on Stars.
Oh yeah.
She's going to be on the next one.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. So it joins in season 2. I'm so proud of her. I mean, I just love the stance that she had, and she did not waver. She did not back down. She was like, "F y'all. This is what happened, and this is truth. This is what happened.
Standing in my truth.
Standing in it. I don't care. I don't care. And I'm gonna just go over here and live my life. And then when it comes back around, because it will, I'm gonna be right here looking at y'all like I told y'all so."
That's right. She got double for her trouble.
There you go. Now she's going to be back on top, and I'm so happy to see that. I am so happy. She looks really good. She's been looking really good. You know, she ain't never like, "Oh, woe is me." No, I'm telling you the truth. And you guys don't want to believe me. They done blackball me and all this other stuff. It's okay. I'm going to be over here working out, looking good, because when it's time for me to be out here, I'm going to be out here.
You see, that's the thing. That's the thing that... And it's so wrong that they turn around and do people like that, especially their own people, when those people don't bend to them. Yeah. Who are you? Your name is not Jesus Christ.
Right.
You know what I mean? Why somebody got to bend to you?
Yeah.
It's so unfair. It's so wrong. And you know what? People are treated that way.
Yeah.
People are treated that way. And it's awful. And I'm glad she stuck to her guns.
She did.
And I'm glad that she said, "I'm sticking to my truth, and this is my truth, and y'all need to know how these people do you."
Yeah.
How they do us and stuff like that. And sure enough, she did it, and look what happened.
Yep. She stuck to it all the way until he had to apologize, and all the rest of them have to apologize and say, "I'm sorry for the way that I treated you. I did do you that. I did blackball you. I did this. I did that. Whatever." So
ain't said a word.
Okay.
And neither have Tyler Perry.
Right. And fuck them. If they don't want to say, if he came to Lee Daniels, he apologized. So obviously some other shit went down. So y'all the ones looking like the dummies, not her.
And want her back.
Yes.
Because he know what kind of talent she has and what she can bring to the table.
Exactly. So please,
everybody, he wanted her.
Yep. Netflix, give her her special, please, with the money that she deserves.
Make sure you paying the lady.
Okay? Because as she said when she was trying to tell y'all before, I can put butts in seats. Yes, she can.
She sure can.
She definitely can put butts in seats. So, if you could give Amy Schumer and all them other people that are not funny Netflix specials, you can definitely give Nicole. I'm thinking of Nicole Byers, and I'm sorry. I'm not. I should not say that Nicole Byers is not funny. She's not funny to me. Her voice to me, it irritates me. So I can't really like listen to her. Do you know who Nicole Byers is?
I don't know who that is.
She's a black comedian. She's a female comedian, and she talks like this. She's black, and I can't. That voice. She's like, like that's how her voice sounds. So I can't even understand what her joke is because of her voice. I can't. Okay. And she was on. She had a Netflix special. She got a Netflix special, yeah. And somebody, Faison had made a crack on her, and so people was jumping on Faison because.
Why?
Because he cracked on her. He said, all I need to do is put on a dress or something, he said. And I could get a Netflix special. Something dumb he said. And I'm like, Faison. Let me see what he said. Yeah, I was happy to see that there was a black female big girl comic up there, but her voice is so annoying to me.
Yeah, voices are important to me too.
Yeah. Okay, Faison under fire for saying Nicole Byer got Netflix. Come on. I was like, ooh. It's of course going slow. That Netflix special. Oh, that's what he said. What I just said. He said Nicole Byer got a Netflix special for being an unfunny black woman. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm sorry. But I watched maybe 15 minutes. I couldn't get past the voice. I couldn't get past. Now I've seen her on stuff, but even when I watched that, I just heard like her voice is very annoying. Very annoying. So anyway,
oh, you know what? And I wanted to mention as well. I'm pretty sure you heard this. What is his name? Dr. Dre just did a ribbon cutting because he's having a Compton High School built.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Look that up. They just did that.
Okay. So he's having a Compton High School, but that's cool. Oh yeah. Jimmy Levine, Dr. Dre attended ribbon cutting for USC Hall. What does it say? Why do I hear stuff? Okay, hold on. That's something else that he had controversy over because he donated some stuff and then his kid ended up going to UNC. And the hall was like, they was like, oh, the only reason why he got in there is because his dad, Dr. Dre, or her dad, one of them, it was either his daughter, put money into it. I don't see nothing. Nothing popped up.
Yeah, he's having. They showed the picture and everything, what it's supposed to look like, and all this
Compton.
stuff.
Let me put Compton.
Millions of dollars, and it's a Compton High School.
Here.
I was like,
here we go. Dr. Dre helped a new $200 million Compton High break ground. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm here for it. That's good. That's good.
That's nice.
Good. Yeah, that's really good. Dr. Dre left. Dr. Dre has given $10 million towards Performing Arts Center. Also, locally, he and music mogul Jimmy Levine are backing the magnet school. Okay, that's good.
That's good.
Yep.
You know what? And you know what? I'm not trying to, listen. It's alleged that, he is an abuser.
Yeah.
Okay. And which is not good. But I can tell you one thing about that man. He put his money in the hood.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Because in all actuality, that's where USC is. It's in the hood.
Mm-hmm. It sure is. Deep in the hood. Like, hit the wrong corner. Hit the wrong corner if you want to.
Okay. You understand? So it's like at least he's putting his money, where it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not going somewhere and trying to put it back south somewhere, which ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But it's just
this is where he is. You here. Put it here.
Right.
Yeah.
It's my ground. That's what people need to do, sometimes, and invest in stuff that's in your hood.
Mm-hmm.
Invest in stuff that's in your neighborhood or, things that you're familiar with or whatever that you want to do or whatever, stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. That's actually really good. I like to see when people from our hoods, our areas grew up over here, give back. Give back to your neighborhoods.
Exactly. And do it in the form of education.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's legacy building.
That's our future. Like, you want your future to be those are going to be the people that's going to be looking after us when we over here old and gray-haired and trying to figure out who we voting for.
Right.
So give them the tools to be the best.
Exactly.
Give them those tools.
Exactly.
So last week we heard about Roe versus Wade being overturned, or talks of it, or leaked, or whatever the fuck.
I just want to know, Margot, why are they so fascinated with a woman's body?
Why are you?
That they want to control it. Ain't nobody said nothing about, and you know what? They can develop a birth control pill for a woman. With all this technology nowadays, you mean to tell me that they can't do one for me?
Yeah, because they don't want one for a man.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything that they do and they touch is something about a woman's body.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to control a woman's uterus?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Why is that so important to you? You know, and then they sit up and talk about, well, the Supreme Court, they're doing it because for religious purposes. Okay, have they looked into every religion?
Right.
Because what you guys says it may be an abortion that you can't have, period. Some religions say, well, if it's incest or if it's rape, yes, you can have an abortion.
Mm-hmm.
See, you're not looking into every religion.
Right.
You're looking into the religion that you choose.
Right.
What they say.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to do it for religion's sake or whatever, find out about them and what their beliefs are then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Just don't give us this
blanket. Here you go.
Purpose and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then, why was it so secret? Why did that have to be leaked? Why was it so secret? When things like that are done and then they say it's leaked, you know, and then they get real mad because it was leaked. The thing is why did it have to be done in secret if everything was above board?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And if this goes through, what's going to happen is every state can say, well, you know, hey, you can have an abortion here in California.
Right.
California is very liberal.
Right. Right.
It's a very expensive liberal state. But the thing is that, you know, in Texas, you better not. Because they can put you on death row.
Mm-hmm.
Have an abortion if you want to. Mm-hmm. You know, my daughter has sent me this information because she lives in Texas, and I was just like, look, don't even go there with me right now. I'm just like, this is so now all these different places are going to pick and choose, you know, what they're going to do with their said state.
Right.
As far as the laws go and things like that. Why is it that we feel like we're not even making ground because everything seems like it's going backwards?
Yeah.
You know, okay, so after this, what's next? They're going to tell you, okay, so no same-sex marriages?
Yeah.
No more of this and no more of that. They're going to start really cutting into know this and know that and know this and know that. And these people are pissed off. And I'm upset too. I mean, you know, I'm past the baby making stage. You know what I mean?
Me too.
I have grandkids and everything like that. But what I choose to do with my body is my business. Mm-hmm. That's my business.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just so floored that, you know, they want to call us shots over it. It's just unfreaking believable.
Yeah.
Unfreaking believable. You know, and I think a big part of it is because that they're looking at their race and they're becoming, you know, the minorities here. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm just like, I can't. I just can't. And it makes me so mad. And it's just like, you know, sometimes I just feel like United States, you know, and everybody, land of the free. The land of what free?
Right.
The home of what brave? Mm-hmm. You know what? All that, don't even do it.
Right.
Don't do it. Don't come here thinking, don't do it.
Right.
Because it's different from what you think it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's why they get mad, because they're doing stuff behind the back door. And they don't want people to find out until it's a done deal.
Right.
And this is what we're doing. This is what we chose. It's really crazy. And it makes me so angry. Here it is right here. GOP Texas lawmaker introduces bill to allow death penalty for women who have abortions.
That's just ludicrous. That's ludicrous. That is just ludicrous.
Ain't that something?
She don't want to have she chooses not to have a baby, and you're going to give her life or whatever?
Yeah. So what, you got to start building jails? More jails?
Right. It's her choice. It should be her choice, because you're not going to be around when she's there to take care of that baby. If she can't take care of that baby, who's going to take care of it? So you rather bring a life into the world to get it killed for death?
or the government have to take care of.
Right.
That all these women and all these babies are on,
I mean, babies gonna be just laying out everywhere then. They just gonna be, you know, they say you can take them to the fire department or to the hospital and leave them. That's where they gonna be. And they're gonna have a whole bunch of babies just sitting around because they're gonna have these babies.
Yep.
And then they're gonna drop their ass off somewhere because they're like, I didn't want to have this baby.
Or they're going to be in school and all of a sudden they ain't in school no more. Everybody going to be looking for them. The mama didn't kill them and buried them in the backyard.
Right. Because they didn't want that child.
They didn't want that child. And what about the father? Where's the penalty for the father?
Right. And where is the father? Because that if you're going to do that, then do it to both of them. Do it to the father and the mother. Everybody go to jail.
Exactly.
And the baby going to jail too. Because you ain't going to let her get
Everybody.
Everybody go to jail.
Everybody going.
So, I just don't understand that whole thing that they want to be over. You want to be in control of somebody's choice.
Somebody's choice.
That's my choice if I want to have an abortion. And how dare you, pick it and call me names and do all this stuff if I decide that I want to have an abortion. That's just ridiculous.
Now, if the man don't want any kids or, give him some options too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you know what they're going to do? They're going to start having problems with contraceptives. They're going to be telling you that they ain't selling these and this is at this price and you can't buy this. And
right.
There will be no morning after pill. They're not going to be none of that.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, please.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. And you know what? All that stuff that women take for like birth control, that's not good for our bodies.
It's really not.
That's not good for our bodies, Miss Margot.
It's not. I think that
our bodies, but not the men.
Right. And I really think that is one of the reasons what hindered me from having kids, because I was told you better not get pregnant when you in school or whatever. And of course not of course, but I was having sex when I was, a teenager or whatever, and I took birth control. But I took it faithfully. I took it all the way up until, in my 20s. And then, from 16 to 20. So what did that medication do to me?
Yep.
I've never been pregnant. It was never no oops. It was never no, oh my God, now I got to get an abortion. Nothing. So I attributed it to whatever's in the birth control.
Yeah, exactly. And then they got these things where, you can get a depot, you can get these shots, and you can, they got the IUDs, they got all of that. That stuff ain't healthy.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's too much.
And why is it always on us?
Yep.
And how come, this whole thing, it makes me angry. It makes me, who is Andy Dick? Who's Andy Dick?
It's a comedian.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. I seen that on something. Yeah, he got arrested.
Okay, what about this mom that killed them 3 kids?
What mom?
In that house. Mom accused of killing her kids. She believed they were possessed.
Oh, man.
It was in West Hills, and it was on Mother's Day.
Oh.
And her daughter was 12, and she had an 8-year-old, and I think a 7-year-old or something.
And
they were found dead in the house.
Oh, wow.
And then the 16-year-old child came. They arrested him too, so they arrested the mom and the 16-year-old. So I don't know if the 16-year-old had something to do with it or he helped the mom. I don't know what it was. They thought the kids were possessed.
Wow.
How do you think your children are possessed? You call somebody and say, come get these kids are possessed.
You know what? You better come get these kids. They possessed. Please.
Mama had a mental problem.
Oh, I'm looking at the picture of her. Wow. Wow, that is so crazy. I mean, she don't look like nothing. I mean, of course, nothing look. She do got the kind of crazy eye though, but.
Oh, do she?
Yeah. But that's crazy.
And they want everybody to go to jail, so then they can what? So the guards can fuck them and have these babies.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. And then you got the guards and stuff letting these lifers out of jail, and they on the run.
Ooh, you see that? And she done killed herself. She done turned over her truck. She was like, hell no. And she blasted herself away. She was like, nope, I'm not going to jail. He
didn't kill himself, did he?
Nope.
He did not kill himself. She has sold her house, put in for her retirement. And said, told him, come on, let's go.
Let's go. Follow me. But if they catch us, I'm telling you, I'm killing myself. He don't care. He's like, see, well, I was in jail anyway, so it don't matter. It don't matter to me. I was already in jail. That's so sad. That's so sad.
And he back in jail. They said he in confinement, solitary confinement, and he ain't coming out. He's gonna have everything in there, and he ain't gonna escape no more. If he didn't escape,
he didn't escape.
Your guard let him out.
Let him out. He didn't escape.
He won't be able to escape this. Well, you know what? Maybe you got to see what your guard's doing sometimes.
Right. Because another guard can come open up that gate and walk his ass right out like she did.
He didn't open it up. He didn't escape nothing.
Right.
Look, he had shackles on his feet and his hands.
Mm-hmm.
When he got in that car.
She took him out of there. So
she took him out of there and said, come on, let's go.
Let's go. You ready? Let's go.
In the patrol car.
Right. Let's go. We out of here, buddy. We are so out of here.
Y'all so busy watching the wrong people.
Yep. Exactly.
You watching the wrong people.
Yep.
And then she turned around and they got caught. They got caught. And then she take the pistol and shoot her like,
nope. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. I'm not going to jail.
Oh my gosh, she blew her brains out.
Right.
And he go back to jail.
And he go back to jail where he know. He said, well, I'm home, y'all.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my God.
She had more to lose. She was like, hell no. They ain't putting me in that jail. Ain't going down.
Ain't that something? I can't go back to this. I can't, you know. She had a retirement. She just sold her home. I mean,
crazy.
For something like that. Yeah. And you knew you were going to get caught. What were the chances?
Right. You knew you were getting caught. There's just no way that you're not getting caught.
You didn't even think that through, did you?
No, not. You're not getting caught. You're getting caught.
Smart. She would have had the disguises and everything. She would have had plane tickets. She could have did something. She could have went across the border, had some money.
Yeah.
I mean, all that.
Yeah. You can't still be rolling around here. They looking for you.
Girl, where you driving to? Why are you checking in hotels?
You know your face is all over the news. You and Mr. Jackal.
She on that bad wig.
Right. Oh man. So I actually have two rants.
Okay, go ahead.
So my first rant is people. When you are driving, this is to drivers. When you are the first car at the light, you are the first car in line. If the first car making a left-hand turn, you're the first car to pull off and go straight. When it turns, you are the leader. When the light turns green, you need to be paying attention and go.
Put that damn phone down.
Put the phone down. Put the hamburger down. Get out your nose. Stop looking for your purse through your purse. Stop. Just stop. You are the front person. You are the lead of the line. You're the leader. You're the line leader.
The line leader.
Remember that elementary? You are the line leader.
You got one job.
One job. All of us could be doing whatever the hell we doing behind you. But you have to focus on that light, because when we see your car move, then we know we can move.
It's time to go.
It's time to go. Stop it. Like I just can't stand being behind a car and it's a long line of cars. We all trying to make that left hand turn, and that first car, I'm like, why we ain't moving? Why we ain't moving? That first car is still sitting there, don't know what's happening. They move not an inch, and then it gets to me and I'm on that red light. I'm like, you move, and then here you go, push the gas, and then you gone. And everybody else stuck behind the light. I need for y'all to pay attention. If you are the line leader, you need to lead the motherfucking line. That's all I gotta say about that.
You need to lead that line. Margot, I stay on my horn.
Okay.
Can we move this along, please?
Let's go.
And then they look startled. Oh.
Yeah, right. Where did you think you were? You are driving. You are not in your living room watching TV. You are driving a car right now. So I need you to go. Get it and go.
Sweet.
My second rant is, and I call this one, Dear White People, Dear White People, I'm gonna call this show Dear White People because, and we know that there's a Netflix show called Dear White People, but Dear White People, when you move into our hoods, there's gentrification again. But when you move into our hoods, please groom your yards. If you see a neighborhood with all nice yards and you come over there with your weeds and all this shit growing up in the yard, you the only house that have a fucked up ass yard. Just because it's a black neighborhood don't mean that we have fucked up yards. You can look around the neighborhood and be like, oh, everybody keeps their yard really nice over here. I know this is a black neighborhood. I'm the only white person over here that I moved over here into this black neighborhood. You can't have your grass growing wild like you in the forest on the corner. I am saying this because at my parents' house, my parents been living there since. My parents have been living there. My sister is 46 years. And so have all of the other neighbors that have been in that neighborhood. I mean, there's some people that, have gone and there's newer people there. But everybody's grass is cut, is well manicured. And these people that moved across the street from my parents' house, and I remember the people that used to live there, Mr. and Mrs. Thomas, and then their grandkids had it, and they ended up selling it. And these white people moved in here. And first of all, I didn't even know it was white people in there. They walked out the door, and they had this big old, what's them dogs with the big jaws? Like bulldogs?
Oh, uh-huh. Okay.
Big old, walking out, big old bulldog. She was like, hi. I was like, hey.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Right. I'm like, well, no wonder the grass is fucked up over there. Oh. It's white people over there.
Okay.
And it's a nice house. The house is nice, but they let the grass is up all the way to your thighs.
Why?
Exactly. Why? And it's a corner house. My parents have a corner house, and it's the corner house across from their house. And you go down that street, and everybody's grass has always been beautiful. Green, beautiful grass, cut every week, watered every week. All those older people that live on that street, then kept their yards looking very nice. And then here y'all come with your little country bumpkin asses. What? Please. Just white people. Please. Just.
Do they have kids?
I don't even know. I only seen that one lady. I don't never see nobody at the house. When I go to my mom's house, I don't see nobody at the house. That's my first time I see somebody come out of the house. I know they're there because there's a car in the driveway, but I never really see anybody. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. I need y'all to circle the neighborhood, see what it look like, and be like, okay, yeah, we're going to have to keep our grass up. If we, maybe we need to pay a gardener. Let me ask the neighbor who cuts your grass. Something.
Yeah.
Don't be coming over here making our hoods look tacky. Just because we in a hood don't mean that we gotta be hood. Cut your shit. Cut your shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's all I had on my rant. I was so mad when I seen that. I'm like, every time I go to my parents' house, I'm like looking across the street. I'm like, why? Why do you have your grass like that? That's just ugly.
That's crazy that they wouldn't do that.
Yeah. They've been there for a minute too. So in my reality, okay, is my mouse not working no more? Oh my God. Please don't tell me my mouse went dead. I think my mouse went dead. Oh no, there it is. Okay. On my reality, Wendy Williams said that she was on Twitter, or no, she was on Instagram, and she said that she my whole computer is acting really dumb, but she said that she wanted to talk to Sherry Shepherd, and she's looking for $100 million to do a podcast or to host a podcast or something. Mm-hmm. They showed a recent picture of a recent video of Wendy Williams, and she looked really good. She was with some younger dude.
She really did. I saw that.
Good. She looked really good.
She sounded too because she was answering questions.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I want to, of course, see her. I love Wendy Williams. I watched the Wendy Williams show, and it's so sad when you have to see, your favorite talk show person go through stuff.
Right.
But it is what it is. And Wendy Williams was saying that she wouldn't watch the Sherry Shepherd show. She was saying that she didn't want to watch it, which is, understandable. When I leave a job, I don't want to watch that company and who was in my position. Like, I'm not going to really care who took over my position. I'm not about to be on your Instagram following you. I don't want to see that. Do you, boo? Go on. Have a good time. I'll watch it.
Right.
I'll watch her. But I do want...
Yeah, and
she would do really great.
You don't have to watch it. Nobody care. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you were kind of still there. So they're not going to call it the Wendy Williams show, are they?
No, it's the Sherry Shepherd. It's the Sherry show.
Okay.
It's the Sherry show, and I would listen to. I would even get Sirius Radio if I knew that Wendy Williams was going to be on there. And I don't even have Sirius Radio. I was trying to get into it or whatever, but some of the I didn't find a channel with it. But if I knew that Wendy Williams was going to be on Sirius, I'll get it. I would get it.
Yeah, I have Sirius Radio. I love it.
I know you was trying to hit me on to some of the stuff on there. I'm like,
how long have I been on Sirius Radio? I'm probably about 10 years now.
Oh wow, okay.
Probably about 7, about 8 years. About 8 years. Yeah. But
I'm glad that they showed a recent video of her, and she looked really, really well. I like Wendy Williams. I pray for Wendy Williams, whose really poor health was the reason why she departed the show. And then I watched Love and Marriage Huntsville. Is it Love and Marriage?
How was that? How was it? What they doing now?
So they still haven't got to the part with Marceau. I think that's the next one where the mom, Tish's mom, is going to ask Marceau about him and his messing around with somebody or whatever. But this one. And this is like...
I'm so sick of that mama. I don't know what to do.
I know. I wish you would go somewhere. So, what's her name? What's the one we like? What's her name?
Bethany?
No. Kimmy. Yeah, Kimmy. So Kimmy, is friends with mostly everybody. And so she was like, look, I'm going to get all of the girls together and I want you guys to talk. So it was, what's the other girl? Everybody's name start with an M. So what's Martell's? Melody. Yeah. So Melody and Destiny. Is that the girl name?
Destiny.
So they are all there, and then Letitia's there, and then Melody's friend is the newer girl that was talking to not the light skinned girl that has the husband. It's another friend of the show.
That has the hair and the wig business.
Yes, her. So that's Melody's friend. So, they talking, they're giving each other shade or whatever. When they first walk in, they didn't really talk. Destiny and Melody didn't really talk to each other. So now they sit at the table and they're trying to, hash some things out. So the one with the wig situation ended up chiming in. And she's like, why are you talking? Like,
always chiming in.
Yes. This is my problem. And this is what made me want to talk about this. This is my problem. People who are on these reality shows, they try to make a name for themselves. I said that before. They try to make a name for themselves. It was no reason for that girl to start talking when they was talking. And so Melody and Destiny is having a conversation. And so Destiny got kind of upset about something that that Melody had said. And so Kimmy had chimed in. She said, no, you can't just choose to talk to Destiny. She's like, go ahead, Melody. Like that. So then here come girly girl over here saying, I wouldn't go after that. I mean, the way that you said that, I wouldn't respond. Wasn't nobody talking to you, and that's what Destiny. So they going back and forth. They about to have a fight.
Oh.
She was like, what? She was like, I wasn't talking to you. I'm talking to her. But the way you said it, it don't matter. Melody didn't have a problem with it. She was about to start talking till you chimed in. And so they going back and forth, like up, doing all this back and forth stuff. And I'm like, y'all need to fucking stop. How old are y'all? What is happening here? So they jump up, and she was like, "Oh, you don't want none of me. You don't want none of me." Back and forth. So here they go. They're gonna fight. It went off. It was to be continued because they both jumped up. And I'm just like, y'all is too old to be fighting over what? Like, I don't even know.
What was it over, Margot?
What are you fighting for? What are you fighting for? Yes.
Conversation?
Yes. And see, Melody keeps saying that Destiny said something bad about her, but every time they ask Melody, what did she say?
What it was.
What did she say? What did she say?
She can't say what it is. Every time somebody asks her, she can't say.
She can't say.
She said something about, well, that's how she is.
Right.
Not necessarily a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing. That could be how you are. Yeah. But because she was talking to Letitia, she
was the problem.
Yep, that's the reason why. So she was like, but she definitely brought up the point. She's like, you don't like Letitia, and you mad because me and her are friends, but you invited her whole cousin, who is her family, to your event.
Girl.
So what? Girl. How am I supposed to not know? I can't be friends with her when you invited her whole family member there.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, y'all is working my nerves, but of course I'm gonna keep watching. It's gonna be a fight when it come on next week. I didn't know what day it came on. Looking at that, what is this thing right here? Okay, my computer is acting weird. All right, so that is it, y'all. We are out of here. I just said I had a bad connection, so I don't know what's happening. So I better probably cut it off now.
You keep going in and out like you're in your like still for a minute.
Yeah, I'm still right now. I'm here.
You are. You really are.
I'm frozen right there. So, all right, y'all. We are going to cut it short. I mean, well, we already went long, but y'all enjoy the rest of your time, and we will be here next week.
Yep. Enjoy your weekends and be safe out there. And pay attention. If you get the green light, you need to go.
You need to get it and you need to go. Okay? Or you have me and Mary behind you blowing our horns. Yes, we will. All right, y'all. Peace out.
Good night.